Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm setting up my planner wish list using these supplies below. So if that interests you, keep on watching. So to start off with setting up my planner wish list, I'm going to be pulling just a couple different card stacks, premium card stacks, which I'll have listed down and linked down below rather. And I'm going to be pulling a few sheets here from my notes that I have had. I just have a huge variety of these notes because I absolutely love the leaves on the top and the bottom. So I figure I'm going to start either with 2 or 3 sheets to start off with and everything like that for putting my planner wish list together. So to begin with and everything, I'm going to simply line these up, okay? And then I'm going to use my Fiskars paper cutting machine here, and I'm just going to slip off, or cut off rather, I'm just going to cut off this edge of the binding of the note sheets and everything. And you'll see why as I go along here. So I'm just going to try to line this up to where I have like a little bit of space, kind of even with the other side. And as I do with a lot of things here on my channel, I am just going to eyeball it because I don't think it needs to be absolutely perfect or anything like that. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here and have the line right before the half circles of the punch outs. So I'm just going to hold this in place, and then I'm going to take this across. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do this without any issues here. So I'm going to do this. Okay, and just like that, we have it nicely sliced off, and I think that's pretty good. So we're just going to put that off to the side and get rid of these papers. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of note paper where I'm leaving the spine on, and I probably should have done this first, but that's okay. We're going to use this to line it up with this premium cardstock paper, which I'm going to use as the backing of kind of like my planner wish list folder, so to speak. So we're going to use this as kind of lining it up and everything, and I'm just going to cut off this edge real quick here with my Fiskars. So just going to line that up, and this one should be pretty easy since I can line it up right above the foiled parts there. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so we have that cut off. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this notebook paper and their note sheet. And what I'm going to do is I kind of want to have it to where there's just a little bit of space along this edging and everything, and also along this edging. So what I'm thinking is I think I'm going to cut I'm going to cut right along this line here. And I want to give myself a little bit of space just for the simple fact of, yes, this might be sticking out a little bit once it's inside my Frankenplanner and everything, but I also want to be able to find it a little bit easier. So we're going to just simply line this up right along that foil line. And if I need to trim off a little bit more, then I can. But this is where I'm going to start off with for now. Okay, and this is the excess. And then what I was thinking is I was thinking about either sort of folding up the bottom part, you know, with this backing on the back, or what I was really thinking about using is this beautiful overlay to do as like my side pocket and everything. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna just trim off like I did with the other one. I'm gonna trim off this edge here at the top where it was in my cardstock box, or paper pad rather. So just line this up as best I can, hold it in place, and trim off. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it up with the top here. I absolutely love the foil from these sheets and everything. So what I'm thinking about doing here is kind of using this as an overlay kind of measurement kind of thing here. I want to first trim this down. We're gonna cut right there, cut right there. Just line it up with my pin marks here. Okay, hold it down and trim off. Okay. And then next I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to kind of go like this. I'm going to trim right here along this foil line here. I'm going to trim that completely off to start off with. So once again with the whiskers, I'm going to line it up with my pin marks there along that foil line. Hold it down and trim it off. Okay. Next step is I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it over, and I want to have this to where kind of thinking I want it like this. Or what I was thinking is I want to do something where it's like on an angle, kind of in the, I'm going to just trim that little piece off of here. As you can see, it didn't cut off completely cleanly there. That was my fault. There we go. Okay. So what I'm thinking about doing is kind of having it as like a diagonal. So, and then create it as like a side pocket. So what I'm going to do in that instance is I'm going to line this up along that foil edge line there. And I kind of want to cut it just right across like that. So let me grab a ruler here. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball this kind of like where I want. And keep in mind, I'm going to be using that spine there and everything. So that's why I'm going to be kind of cutting in a little bit just to kind of give an area for that to kind of grip to and everything. So with that being said, I'm actually going to bring this in just a little bit more. And I think cut along that line, and that will be good. So with my pen again, line up with the ruler and just take it down. Just gonna go over twice just to make sure I can clearly see that. And now we're gonna cut. Okay, so we're gonna take the whiskers again. I'm just gonna line it up along that line. Okay, and hold it and trim it off. Okay, there we go. And now next, I'm gonna take it to where I'm gonna kind of line it up kind of how I want it to be. And I think I want to have it right about there. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. So we're good with that. Okay, so we're gonna keep this together, flip it over, And if it's off a little bit right here, it's completely fine. And then I'm going to take the top part of that overlay, that foil, and I'm going to take it and fold it right over. And try to get it down as best I can with holding it in place and taking it across. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to take my double-sided roller tape, and I think what I want to do here, I want to cover up that blue a little bit more. So I'm going to kind of take it over there to the edge. I'm just going to line it up here. Okay, and then if I don't like that, I'll trim that off and everything, so that's perfectly fine right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this in place, unfold it, I take my double-sided tape, and I'm going to run it right down here a couple times, and I'm going to do the same along this edging right here. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit, and I know I'm going to trim some of this off, but I want it to stick in there as well as possible. So we're going to go over it a few times. And I think that should be good, because also by looking at it, I can see the sheets should fit in without too much issue and everything. So now we're going to take it and very carefully right, fold it back right over, and then rub that into place. Okay, we have our little folder here that will slide the Okay, and then fold it over carefully, lining it up. All right, and then press and rub down. Okay, and then we'll take these. They should slide in with minimal issues. Okay. That doesn't work. So we're gonna unfold this. Oh boy. So if you make this mistake like I do, you can take your finger with the double-sided roller tape and just simply keep rubbing till you get the stickiness off. Okay. All right. Okay. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to take another, just a nice line here, and roll it down. I'm going to do one more. Kind of doing a little haphazardly there, so that's okay. All right, so once again, folding over, lining it up as best we can. All right. Once we have it in place, let me tuck that in just a little bit more. Okay, and then just really flatten that in. Sometimes you can even take a ruler for a straight edge and take that over. So now we have pocket. Little folder that'll hold our planner wish list, how I like. And I think that's going to work out really nice, just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to roller tape this down with the double side tape. So we're going to take it right along the edge here. And fold that over, and then just rub that down. And if you wanted to and everything, you could use your scraps and everything over here to where you could create like a little side pocket if you wanted to, or you can have it like this, have a little side pocket, whatever you wanted to do, or even take your longer strip of paper and everything, which I think I'm actually going to do. So just so I make sure that I'm not kind of wasting paper or anything. But first I am going to take this with the Fiskars, and I'm just going to trim that edge right off there just a little bit. I think, yeah. Okay, so we're going to just line that up. Pull down since it's folded over. There we go. And then take that excess off. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take this, and I want to take it with the main foil part here, and I'm going to measure that up a little bit, just like so. I'm going to use my pen to mark right here and right here to cut. And then taking the Fiskars again, I'm just going to line it up with those pin marks. Okay. And I think we're done with the Fiskars, so we're going to put that off to the side. And now I'm just going to bring this in, and then I'm just going to take the double-sided tape again, take it right along the edging, using this as like a back, like a little bit of a sheet to get the excess so it doesn't go on your mat or whatever you have on your desk. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to take this piece, making sure I have the non-sticking facing up, place that down, lining it up as so, and then once again rub it down. And then you can also take your ruler once again. So now, if need be, you have a double-sided folder here for putting, sheets of paper or extra stickers in or what have you. So, and it is just a little tight and everything, but look, it fits. So that's a nice way to use those extra scraps and everything too for your double-sided kind of situation here. All right, so I'm going to take the scraps, I'm going to put them over to the side here. Oop. Making a little bit of a mess here, that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna get done with this. And next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and in with my ARC Staples desktop, what have you, I'm going to punch out the half moons and everything. But just to make sure that I have it on the right side, I always take a scrap piece of paper, and I'm just going to line it up with where I need it to for this one. Let's see here. I think it might already be set. Yeah, I just take it and I line it up for... I think it's right there, so let's just see. Okay, that looks good. All right. Yep, that looks really good. And I'm just going to take my ruler here and I'm just going to take it right across to see, and it does line up perfect. Okay, so now we can take our made folder. I'm going to slide this in, and I like using the arc one because it allows more pieces of paper to kind of go through for more of a punch and everything. So I'll make sure that I have it all the way in and slice down. And there we go. And just make sure, yeah, and then if I need to trim off a little bit or anything like that, it's perfectly fine. But you know what? I think I'm going to, maybe I should have had it down a little bit more. Okay, so I can see this, and then I can line up this notebook paper like I said, and it will line up perfectly there. And I might just have like a little excess on the top and everything sticking out, but that's perfectly fine with me because that just marks off in my Frankenplanner and everything where I have this located more easily that way. So next, we're going to be taking 2 sheets of this, and we're going to be taking some washi tape, and let me show you what we're going to be doing next. Okay, and so for this next section and everything, I'm going to be pulling from an Erin Condren washi and everything that I have in my supplies. And I'm going to take these 2 sheets of note paper, and I'm going to line them up as so. And I'm going to take this and very carefully, I'm going to line this up along the edge. Just take it down. Now, if it kind of came split off on the edge there, and that's perfectly fine. That doesn't bother me. And then I'm just going to take this and trim it off at the bottom, and then also at the top here. And then we're going to turn it, we're going to flip these over and do the exact same thing on the other side. That little sticky stuff there. So once again, kind of line them up together. Take the washi, eyeballing it like in the center as much as possible, and taking it down. Okay, and then your ruler once again, line it up at the bottom, tear it off, and then at the top, line it up, tear it off. Okay, so now with your pages and everything, I'm going to have it as is. I'm going to have it going in this direction. So I'm going to take it, just simply fold it over, and then fold along that crease there, just like so. Okay? And then I think I want to take this other sheet here, and I am going to add a 3rd one in, I think. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take my other note sheet, and I'm going to line it up, and And then pull the washi tape. And take it down. All right, kind of separate a little bit, so I'm going to pull it up just a tad. Just see if I can get a better fit there. There we go. Okay. Okay. And flip it over. And do the same thing on the other side. Once again. All right. And rip that off. And then rip that part off. Okay. So I have this side folded over already. So I kind of want it going in this direction. And then have this, I think I want to have it like this. Yeah. Then I'm going to have this one kind of folding in this way over. Kind of tucking in there, and then right along the edge folding it down. So it'll be kind of like that, and it'll fold open like this. Okay? So now we're going to set up the top part here. And with that, I'm still going to keep my washi out because, well, actually I'm going to do a skinnier one. So hang tight, hold on. Okay, so for this next section and everything, I'm going to use this washi tape, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it here in just a second. And I am going to take it and actually, no, I'm going to take that. Okay, so I'm going to take this washi tape here and I am going to simply take it across and I'm going to kind of use it as like divider kind of thing. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a minute. So I want to make sure I kind of measure or eyeball it. I don't like to measure a whole lot. I just kind of like to freehand a little bit sometimes when I'm crafting or whatever. So, okay, that looks good to me. So I'm going to take that and then I'm just going to simply cut this off. And then I'm going to take my mild liner, my mild liner zebra double-ended in this beautiful color here. And I'm going to write out planner. And hopefully we don't run into any issues. Okay, and now we're going to take the washi tape up just take it very carefully across here. Okay, set that off to the side. Now we're going to take our ruler and I'm just going to line it up and then take my erasable pen here gonna draw a line right across. Do the same thing on the bottom area. Yeah. Take that across just a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to take this, just close it off there. And close it off there. Now this next section, I'm actually going to take a pencil because I want to make sure that I'm doing it, writing it freehand across without too many issues here. So bear with me, I'm going to do it very lightly. Okay, so see, this is why I do that, because I need to move that over. Okay, so let me, so I'm going to take my eraser here and very carefully just erase that in the middle. All right, and let's start again with the pencil. Okay, again, I'm running into that same kind of problem. We're almost there, so let me erase. And yes, this can take a few times, guys, so just, be patient with yourself. Because depending on how big you write in cursive or what have you, or whatever font style you want to use, it'll take a minute. Okay, we have it in there. Assess. Beautiful. Okay. And so now we're going to take our erasable pen and we're just going to write right over it now. Just to darken that up. And then it looks like that. Okay. And I really like how that looks. So looking good, looking good. But I think what I also want to do is I'm going to try my best here to line up this here. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to simply color this in by going down. Okay, and this one's a little trickier, so I think I'm gonna just kind of curve it like so. All right, we're gonna take a chance, guys. Here we go. Okay, and same thing with this. I'm just going to curve it and go. And like I always say, is it perfect? No. Do I like it? Yes, and it works. Okay. Now we're going to set up the bottom portion of our planner wish list. So with this section and everything over here, I'm going to have kind of like a box where it's going to have like the bought section here, and then with like a check mark, and then I'm going to have like the price and then the description of the item. So with that being said, I'm going to take this, my ruler, and I'm just going to take it across. Okay. And then I am going to just take a line down. Just like so. Leave a bit of space there for the amount. And then this section will be listing for like the item description of the product and everything. So I'm just going to do the first page with you guys, but then I will, do it on the next pages and everything and only have that. But now that we have our graph down and everything, now we can pull some stickers in for doing a little bit of decoration. So with that being said, I'm going to be pulling first and foremost from the Love Yourself, Live Love Posh sticker book. And from that one, we are going to be looking primarily at these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stickers. So with this one, I was thinking I wanted to put in, or pull in rather. Let's see, I want to definitely pull in, I think I want to do the planner thing. Yeah, so I'm going to pull in this planner sticker here. I think that's so beautiful and just really just gorgeous. And I'm just going to take it right here. Actually, I'm just going to do it on the side. I'm going to lay it down just like that. And then I want to also pull in like this little washi, couple of washi rolls there. I think that will be cute for like some decoration down in this area here. Let's see. I'm gonna put that right there. And then I think I also want to, yeah, I'm gonna pull in this pencil pin holder sticker. I'm gonna place that one right here. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the scissors, and we're keeping it simple, because the main part of the planner wish list and everything is to list the items, that I want to, have and everything. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just gonna trim off the edges of those stickers. Just hold it like this, since I'm having difficulty kind of lining it up there. Okay. And last but not least, we have this edging of this one. And I could kind of have it folded over. So let's see if I can do that, and then fold it along that line there. Yeah. Great. Okay, perfect. All right. So we're almost done, guys, putting this together. And some other stickers that I'm going to be pulling from and everything for other pages of this planner wish list. I'm just going to show you real quick here. Yes, I'm also going to be pulling in, figure like this teacup and everything, or for coffee. And then these beautiful florals and everything too. I think it'll be really pretty with, the colors that I've chosen, with this color of the mile liner, with the blues and everything. I think it'll really go and everything. So I'm just going to put those together real quick, and yeah, and then I'll show you when it's done. Okay, so this is how I have my planner wish list put together here. So let's take a look. So I have it folded here, planner wish list, my item descriptions, amount, and then if I bought it, I'm going to put just like a check mark or an X. And then this is going to be the second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page, sixth page. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm going to unfold it right here. And then with my pen, I'm just going to put a small little number 2 here down at the bottom. Actually, I'm just going to do it on the side. 2. Open this up. 3, 4, 5, and then last but not least, 6. So that way I know the direction in which I want to write my planner wish list items and everything. So let me just clean this little edge here. There we go. All right, so let's put these books away real quick. And then this is the planner wish list. What do you think, guys? You think you would like to do something like this for your own kind of, planner wish list setup or what have you in your planner? Comment down below. Let me know what you think and how you would use something like this in your own planning system and everything. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to slide it in right there. Yep. Nice and snug. And then let's take my planner here. And I'm going to go to the back here to my note section. And then I'm just going to pop this in. Just like that, guys. It fits in there nice and neat. And then we can just put this like this. And then close it. And then there you have it, guys. Look at that. It's really nice. And I can see along the edging right here where my planner wish list is. And you can see along the edge here, it just sticks out just a little bit past, the paging and everything like that. Here, I'll show you. Like right here. Look at that. That fits very nicely. And it's not going over the edge or anything of my Snap-in Deluxe cover and everything. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That is going to be my planner wish list setup, and I hope you guys found it inspirational, and maybe you guys can use something similar like this in your own planning, setup and everything. So comment down below, let me know what you think and how you would use this in your own planning system and everything. And thank you so much for joining me today. Take care of yourselves, spread some love, be kind to one another, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.